through the matrix, see through the matrix, exposing what's coded. See through the matrix for loaded, exposing what's coded. I am here today because I am here today. I was laying in my bed and I was hit to do this. I literally was laying in my bed and I was hit to go on live stream. And I know I said it for like 9:50, and I spent so much time remembering how I figured out this whole thing. I completely forgot everything. Like like I had to find out how to get this set up right here, my camera, everything. I totally forgot. I'm like, I'm like, I could do this. Let me go on here real quick. Yeah, that shit took me 25 minutes to figure out everything. I couldn't even find my cord to hook up everything to work my mic, everything. It was just like, how do you do this again? Even this bubble, I'm in a bubble. I might just leave this bubble here. I was trying to get rid of this bubble. I forgot how I even put this bubble here. So, but oh, what's up, bro? It's just Giovanni. What's up, man? It's been years since I seen one of your lives. I used to watch your content all the time back in 2020. That was 6 years ago. Man, time flies. Yeah, what's up, bro? I remember you too. Yeah, this is I'm here again. You know, I'm not going to disappear or nothing. I was called. That sounds generic. My spirit makes me do this work. I think that's a way better way to say it. You know what I mean? Like when I started in 2020. Oh, let's get clear. Like with that, let's like talk introductions and stuff. So this is going to be a recorded live. But when I started in 2020, I started it with some bad faith. So like some of the things that I learned, I didn't spiritually feel it. It was like what I knew. And this time around, what made me like return to doing this again is like using my spirit to speak out. You know what I mean? Because you know I wasn't the only one that was part of the CV-19 crew that wanted to lash out about what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And that was partially why I kept it going. Actually, I created See Through the Matrix in 2019, and the whole trance thing, which I don't look for me to do no trance nothing no more because like there's more important things than that. Like with the whole trans agenda stuff, the reveals and all that stuff. Who is this? Who is that? I don't do that no more. And not only that, most of the people that they say are trans, like the women, they're like 5'1", 5'2". There's no 5'1", 5'2" men walking around like that. I'm sorry guys, but I gotta give it to y'all. Like it's crazy because you learn stuff and then you live through it. See, this is the difference between this. It's people who talk all this like, hey man, I know what's going on out here. This is what's going on out here. But do they feel what's going on out here? Do they live what's going on out here? That's total difference. And this time around, this is what I want to be giving out. Me feeling what I went through, what I feel, what I see in dreams, what what comes to me. You live through it. And if you speak about experiences and what you live through and what you can see, it's a totally different thing. So that doesn't equate to having any type of argument or disagreement or whatever. It's my experience. You gonna argue against my experience. So it's different now. As in before, it was like ha 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 this, ha 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 that. You don't know no better. All you people are dumb out here. Y'all don't know nothing. Y'all being blinded, blah blah blah. And that energy don't bring nothing. That energy actually brings the worst out of people, and it brings in more worse people. And another problem about this whole truth seeking thing is that majority of the people who's in this truth community, they're all majority of them are delusional. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not here to call names or to bash anybody, but some people are especially during that time. There's a lot of delusional people that made a lot of claims about stuff, made predictions. How many times we seen people make predictions and it never happened? Like that's what I'm saying. Like when you are speaking to like a group of people or speaking to an audience, you gotta have some type of truth or something that people could come to their own conclusion to. What difference does you and the system make if you're on here telling people what they have to see? It don't work that way. So if I tell you guys, man, I have a feeling, I have an inkling that this may happen, but I'm not going to tell you that it will happen. I'm not going to force you. Reminds me of the people who was talking about the superpowers back then with the December 20th. Exactly. My man Giovanni's on it. Yes. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not, look, man, what you guys get from my content here, it's just, hey, take it or leave it. That's where I'm at. I'm not here to I'm not here to convert atheists into believers. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. Like it's either you go, okay, or you go, I don't agree with him. That's it. Look, I'm not here to argue about nothing. I'm not arguing with nobody. And that's it. So this time around, like the Michael Jackson song, this time around, it's gonna be, hey guys, this is what you're gonna see. And you could go home with it or you could keep it. Whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. This is a different thing. I don't want to, and even with the people who talk about UFOs and spaceships and all this stuff, like they got anti-gravity technology that could imitate a spaceship, imitates flying saucers and all that stuff. Like I already talked about that, so they have ways they can manipulate something that feels like it is what it is. It's imaginary. You guys have to remember that a lot of the technology, the secrets, it's all CIA files. They have CIA files on manifestation, CIA files about how we live in a program, a simulation. Like this, I'm not saying that the government is verifying things. I'm just saying that we don't need the government to verify that. We knew that already. That's for people who don't feel it. They have to know it. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people that came into this whole community of truth talking, they turn into some know-it-alls, and it just doesn't rock that way. Even with people with sports predictions and stuff. Ball don't lie. I'm cool with him. He's consistent when he does his thing. But I mean, like people who are like constantly making like a money out of the whole thing. Like making money out of spiritualities and stuff. First of all, I'm into the spirituality game, but it's like if you're saying like, yo, you people need to learn, you need to know what you're doing, you don't understand, and you're making money on the back end of people. I don't get how you're no different than the system. You know what I mean? Like we're all here for a purpose, and everybody could be an example of that purpose. But anyway, I don't want to keep ranting about that. I just wanted to get that out the way though, like for like the direction of where everything is headed. Another thing too, I'll pull up when I get inspired to pull up. So I'm not gonna be, if I'm consistently on here, I'm consistently on here. But I'm not gonna be ambulance chasing, posting the latest, whatever, because 9 times out of 10, it could be just a little thing that don't really have anything to last long or to give attention to. You know, I've seen my video talking about the vibration of music, how it changed throughout the years. I see that it's picking up steam, and that's great. And I put that like 2 weeks ago. I put that out 3 weeks ago. So that slow burn. My content is a slow burn, and that's good because, like I said, people either take it or leave it or whatever and come back, whatever. Like my content is like songs. Like you're gonna either it's gonna grow on you or you don't like it or whatever. That's just how I'm gonna do this. So going on forward, that's how it's gonna be. But what I will talk about though, I want to talk about the haha virus. Um I did cover the haha virus. Yeah, I know what the haha is because I don't want to say it because I don't want them to come back uh like they did to my other channels, coming back like what 2 years, a year later, talking about what you say here. We're gonna have to pull your channel. Like, yo, I had See Through the Matrix. This is the second channel, which still exists. I'm grateful for. But my first channel got taken away because of all the things I said on there. Had 3K followers on there. They took it away. And I remember I opened up and that channel just to open it, and I open up like the create video, because with YouTube you create a profile to make videos. I'll go in there and they're like, "Oh, that video you had in 2020 gotta go," and it's like it was gonna strike up my channel. I had to like privatize all the videos to save my channel. I'm like, damn, I got an ill ass playlist on here. That's another thing too about my first Matrix channel. I got a great playlist, and then they gave it back to me, and then I ran back on there and I was like, you know what? I'm closing that. I need my playlists. So I'm staying over here. So this is the Matrix Part 2 channel. All right, let's get on some information here. We're gonna talk about something real quick. All right, so I've been covering the haha virus, and I've been talking about like the numbers on it. And I meant to do this last week, but here I am now. So what's so crazy, right? Is like they said they had to quarantine people for 42 days. And then I found out Nebraska, the medical center. So Nebraska has an area code of 402. All right. And that's another thing too. I'll talk about the numbers also sometimes. And then rat 42, polka dots 42, female 42, computer 42, humanity 42, Neuralink 42, war 42. All right. So it all connects in a big circle with the 42. You know what I mean? So they are tapped in with this 42. Also, 42 is 6. And we are in the 6th year of 2020, of the 2020. This is the 6th year, right? And I got something about that also. Even with Hokel, I found this out. She's wearing blue. Her last name 23 also. Lady 42 and 42 days quarantine. So again, it's the same old tired numbers that they like to pull out, you know what I mean? And what else? And then we had this bozo with his green hat and green shirt, which is 201 like the Jesuit order. And that guy's a bozo because he's literally talking about how he's scared on that boat. I'm scared, guys. I'm scared. Oh my god. It's like, come on, bro. And then he's on the next joint talking about get poked up. Come on, go out there and get poked up. So this guy's an actor. And that's another thing too. We have a lot of reality actors out here. You're gonna have plenty of reality actors popping up. Even that Chud the Builder guy is a reality actor. I don't believe that this guy's walking around being that dumb. So, and then now you have people escalating and becoming like a Chud the Builder. And again, it's just another example of just copycat stuff. Like they always gonna have like a bunch of puppet people who do something, and then they're gonna have a bunch of copycats that come around, just like these ATIVESSHOOTERS I messed that up. Just like these active clappers that we had a while ago. You know what I'm saying? Like the copycats. You always gonna have these copycats pulling up and coming around. Um, what I did want to talk about Okay, wait, hold on. Let me see. I want to show my story. So we got AI that can still fingerprints because the cameras are too high tech now. They got high resolution cameras that take fingerprints. And we got robots that can give out haircuts. I mean, come on, man. And this is China. China be advanced. China make them not go in. I ain't gonna say too much. China's advanced. That's all I gotta say. China's advanced. This country needs to be advanced too, but smartest and the brightest. You know what they do with this in this country? This country takes the smartest and the brightest and take them out of the picture and get them out of here. That's what this country does. Um. Okay, I wanted to talk about another thing, right? So this is the year 26, and y'all won't believe this one about the year 26, right? So with the year 26, y'all know what 26 is? 26 is God. It's God, nigga. 26 is God. All right. So since 26 is God, right? If 26 is God, what things will happen? What would really happen? You will have a lot of God acts of God, as what your insurance would say. Floods, hurricanes. We already had snowstorm over here in New York. You're gonna have more disasters. And since it's 2026, 26 is God, we may see some storms, like some serious hurricanes. And we had a flood over here in New York, but my thing is this: the floods. Well, the problem over here in New York is that the drains are not clean. They don't do the drains right. So we already know like weather is manufactured. Check it. They have a patent on weather control. There's literally a government patent on weather production and stuff like that. But if you have a flash flood, a quick storm in these drains, you're gonna have a lot of flooding going on. So again, just think about how many times, and I just thought about this myself, like how these national these natural disasters happen, and then they go over there and they take land or whatever, or they build with anything after that. So again, it may be a evil genius plan that happens. You know what I'm saying? So that could be what could be behind the year. This might be the year of evil genius plans of using natural disasters, because 26 is God, like the act of God. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying act of God is 26. I'm just saying God, the number of the 26 number, 26 number. You know what I'm saying? There's a connection to that. And if you want to get more deep with 26, if you do 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 is also the infinity, also karma. 8 is the number. If you put it sideways, it turns into an infinity. Put it upwards, it's like an hourglass. So the number 8 is also important for karma. But that's just what I know. But all right, y'all. I just wanted to just get back on here. It's been a minute. Shout out to Giovanni, man. I appreciate you for showing up, man. I'm gonna be doing more of these. Um, like I said, we just starting up, and we gonna be documenting this year. We're gonna be documenting the energies. There's a lot of things I want to talk about. I want to talk about the demi-merge, about the entities and the beings that inspire people to be crazy, inspire people to become the worst person that they can be. I want to talk about that. I actually covered that years ago, and then there's a lot of other things that I want to cover that goes on regarding about energy, frequency, and all this stuff. Like, it's time to get the people to know about this stuff. People need to know about frequency and how frequency can actually bless you in the long run. Um, which is why I made that video about frequency, about the importance of frequency and what it could do for you. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. If y'all guys want to fix your frequency, you could listen to those YouTube videos that have frequency in them. Make sure you check the comments to see if it ain't no BS. Just do your due diligence on which one. But there's different frequencies. You could play frequencies. You have the Neptune frequency if you play it in G minor, or G sharp. Is it G sharp? I think G sharp. But there's frequencies you could learn to play yourself that can heal yourself out here. So yeah, so yeah, this is gonna be fun. It's been a long time, but it's definitely that time to get it on and get it going. All right. And I know it's called Return. This is called Return to the Third Eye. Don't get it confused. That's another thing too. Gonna clean up all the stuff that they stole, all the information, all the stuff they perverted. We're gonna do a reverse brand, not rebrand, reverse brand, because they took a lot of ancient stuff and perverted it, which belongs to us. All right, so yeah, so that's all. That's all I gotta say. I'll be back on here. I gotta rest up anyway, and just look out for me. I want y'all to all look out for me. I'll be out again later. See through, make sure loaded. Click, clack.